Right now, if I want to fit all my clothes, I can. Having a boyfriend or a girlfriend as a teenager. What's your opinion?
Well,
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. And in today's video, we have a returning guest, Dr. Jamie. Drum rolls.
hi guys.
So in this video, we already know who Demi is. She introduced herself in the last video. If you've not seen the last video, please check. After this video, you can go check it out. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about teenagers, everything teenagers, some questions that teenagers have that we'll answer, that we like to answer, or some of them that we have answers to. So stay tuned. If you're a teenager or you know a teenager that knows a teenager that knows a teenager, you can share this video with them. And some of these questions are the questions we wish we knew the answers to when we were teenagers. So this is us giving back to this ice-breaking questions. So I'll ask them. I'll also answer these questions, not interview. When you were a teenager, when we were teenagers, we were in secondary school, right? We're in secondary school. So this will have to pertain with your secondary school life, around that life. So in secondary school, good grades, or were you more concerned about having good grades or a strong social life? Were you more of the social butterfly, the party popper, or you're just focused on your book?
It was focused on your books. It was focused on your books. And do I regret it? No, I really don't regret it because...
Why? Why don't you regret it? Let's see, maybe a teenager has a question.
Yeah.
I want to be a party popper, like someone that is the life of the party, you know where the next party is in your school and everything. So why do you think you don't regret?
Because right now, those things I learned, back in school, yes, most of them were just books in quotes, but then knowledge is still power, right? So there are some things that I can remember and I can build on, with those things I read in secondary school. While I think being social is very good because yes, there's still a part of me that feels like maybe I should have just partied more and just enjoyed the moments more. But I liked the balance in my life because it was more of books and just gathering knowledge because still young, and that's when your brain is
actually I agree
because now
it's not like she's old, but
it's not like I'm old still, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
I honestly agree. I think I was also more about was that about good grades? I was just about studying and all of that. I was not really interested in extra curricular activities. Here and there, maybe during inter-house sports, sometimes they force you to involve yourself, like book clubs in school, science clubs and all these things. So whether you like it or not, you have to be involved in all these things. But I was not really the social butterfly. I was more into my books and good grades. But I have a question now. What do you think, from seeing that you've come from that experience? Do you think there should be a balance, or as a teenager you should just focus on, especially a teenager that is in high school, do you think teenagers should just focus on studying and getting good grades in school, or there should be a balance between your social life and your study life?
I definitely think there should be a balance, and it's not just about books. It's about learning everything. That's for me. Not just good grades, which good grades is good. But, it's kind of boring as well, like mathematics, chemistry, government. But like she said, inter-house sports, we are being forced to, participate in sports and other activities. Like this is when your brain learns a lot more. So I think it's also the time to just participate and just explore in a lot of things. But at the same time, it's more about the good grades because it helps later in life. Like after your high school, it really, really helps because you are basically building, right, from your past, from what you have, from the knowledge you have gathered before.
Yeah, so. I agree. Even if there should be a balance, I feel like the more priority should be to your books, to be honest. And there's something she said learn everything. If you can learn everything, especially in this technology age, learn your books, learn technology, just be open to knowledge. And this is a time where you can actually put your mind, especially if you're in a boarding school, you're restricted. There is no, not so much distraction. I mean, especially in schools where you don't have to take your phone in, you have more time to study your book. Be social within the confinement of your school and everything your school allows. But there should be a balance with more priority on your book. So you will not regret it. Because just imagine after you and your colleagues or your classmates, you finish studying in school, then you have to repeat because we are focusing on social life, you're not reading your book. Because whether you use this, whatever you're studying in secondary school in life or not, like titration, all these things, I've never titrated anything in my life. But whether you use it or not, you actually need this knowledge to pass through secondary school or high school, whatever school you're in as a teenager. So actually focus on your book because you will need this. You will definitely need this. And like my brother usually say, my younger brother is like, I want to finish school fast, so I will start playing games, doing everything I want on my phone. I used to tell him, I'm like, calm down, because when you finish high school, when you finish secondary school, you won't tell yourself, oh, I don't want to play game again, because what are the next thing I want to do? So whatever you think you are rushing to do after high school, after this phase of your life, you would have that opportunity to do them and more. All those things. I remember secondary school, they used to tell us not to wear slim-fitted skirt. So some people in the night, they'll use needle and thread to slim fit their trouser, slim fit. I don't know why we wanted slim-fitted clothes anyways. But now, most people don't even wear slim-fitted clothes. They want clothes that is free.
It's out of fashion.
Fashion. So some people won't get punished for slim fitting their clothes. Just go through all of those stress. At the end of the day, I know there is this adrenaline that comes with breaking rules and everything. I want to show I'm in SS3, I'm in secondary school. Just calm down. Speaking from experience, calm down. You will do all this and more. Right now, if I want to fit all my clothes, I can. Is it okay to feel lost sometimes? Is it okay to feel lost? And how do you deal with overthinking? What if you're not sure what you want to study in uni?
Big question.
You don't know what you want to do. You're confused. You're just like, what is going to happen to my life after a year? What am I going to do next after secondary school? What do I want to study? So is it okay to feel lost? And if somebody is feeling lost right now, this person is scared of the future, scared of what if, I mean, we don't know what is going to happen. So how do I prepare myself? Just all these questions of uncertainties.
Well,
first of all, did you feel that way?
Yes, I did. Like, I mean, from the get-go, I always wanted to be a medical doctor. But when I got to SS3, I developed passion for computer science. And I actually dropped a subject that I actually liked. I liked economics as well. So I dropped economics for computer. And then I really aced computers, like, very well. But like after school, I was like, should I still do medicine? I was like, okay, maybe I should do medicine or computer engineering, And I was just like, which one should I do? And I was really lost. I was really confused. I, tried to find out about a lot of things, like about medicine, about, the other side as well. I made a lot of researches. I think I even went far a lot, like in my research in things. And at the end of the day, some mattered, but a lot of them didn't matter. At the end of the day, it's okay to feel lost because you may not get
figured out.
Yes, and you may not get everything.
Even
right.
as an adult.
Yes, exactly. Even as an adult, like you won't get everything right, or you may not get everything right. But yeah, even if you are feeling confused or you are feeling lost, like, okay, what should I do? I think the best thing is to just calm down first.
Relax.
Just relax. I mean, and if you're a Christian, pray to God.
Yeah.
Pray. And that, I feel like that's the most important thing, actually, praying for direction, because it's only God that knows, where you're meant to go and what you're meant to do. Do you understand? And whatever thing you end up choosing, just work your best at it. You know, whatever, wherever you find yourself. In fact, after you graduate, you may find yourself in another place. Whatever you do, just be excellent at it. Be present there, right? Don't say, "Oh my God, I wish I did this. I wish I did that." And you can always reroute, right? Even if you feel like so. Again, there is no. I mean, there's no point of worrying, right? You just need to do your researches, like I said. Do your research, but don't make it like, okay, don't overthink on it. Like, if it's this, is a do or die. Oh my God, what if I choose the wrong thing? What if I do? I mean, we make wrong decisions every day, but sometimes, yes, but a lot of people make wrong decisions
every day. Yeah, that's true.
But at the end, so like if you think about the other side, right? Even if you make the wrong decision, God still makes a way.
Yeah.
Do you get? So yeah, that's my take on that.
Yeah, to be honest, don't overthink anything. After secondary school, I had a plan for my life. Like, I had this plan. Guess what? None of what I'm doing right now is according to what I planned after secondary school. So I think the most important thing, honestly, she mentioned it, is God. This is one reason why you should take God seriously in your teenage age, because life is going to life. Let me just prepare you down first. Life is going to life. I mean, irrespective of your background and everything, maybe your parents have money to just do everything that you want to do. Even with that, life is going to life, but you need God, especially if you're a Christian. You need to take God seriously. Your parents might be nagging you, telling you to go to church. Why need to go to church? Read your Bible, pray. Please take them seriously. They are not nagging. You will need it in your life, right? So you need God, most importantly, and don't overthink anything. Just live life. I mean, don't waste your time. Live life wisely, but just live. Because if you spend time overthinking, then you realize that you didn't actually live life. You're just trying to escape. So don't try to escape. I see some teenagers also trying to escape being a teenager, trying to escape their current state. Just accept, this is where I am right now. I'm in the confinement of a boarding school. I'm in this place. These are the rules and regulations that pertain to this school right now. So just live through it. Don't try to escape. That's something that some teenagers do. Don't make that mistake. Don't try to escape. Live and enjoy your life. You're a teenager. Don't think too much. Yes, you should think about your life, but don't overthink.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. How do I stop comparing myself to my classmates, to my colleagues? How do I feel more confident as a teenager? Did you go through any of this, comparing yourself? Looking back now, what would you advise a teenager that is not feeling confident, that feels everyone is smarter than they are, everyone is more beautiful? Yeah.
I think this topic is really huge, especially when you're in your teenage years, right? Especially this topic of comparison. If you're in school, your grades, for example, may be compared to another person's grade, or they may just be like those gangs, or like those sect, like, oh, those are the beautiful ones, these are the nerdy ones. But after that, there is nothing. It's just in that space, right? So, and that tells you that life is not really about that.
Yeah,
it's
honestly
about who you are, and you have a different path. Everyone has a unique path to take. Like, just look at yourself. Okay, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. What do I have, right? Don't compare yourself to anybody, no matter what anybody has said. Like, oh, okay, you have big nose, you have big head,
your big nose.
you are too tall, you are too short. That can just look at yourself and look, where do I want to go? What do I want to do with my talents, with my looks, with everything? And don't look at anybody, because comparison is a thief of joy.
Yeah. Honestly.
Once you compare yourself to another person, your happiness slowly leaves like, oh, this person knows more than me. So the person you're supposed to be learning from, you are being sad. Like, you have to focus on your journey. So once you know your journey, it's really difficult to start looking at another person's journey and be like, I wish I was like that person, or I wish I was like that person. And yes, this is a really big topic because especially as a teenager, you know, your hormones are there,
Yeah.
like a lot of things are going on. So you may find yourself comparing, you know,
Another
this person is growing beard now.
Not your own beard.
Where's my own beard? You know?
Yeah.
So a lot of things are going on, but this is just a phase, really. It's just a phase. You know, there's more ahead of you. So I'll say that's about it.
Yeah. She'll be honest. You just have to accept yourself, because some people don't feel confident because they think they are not as beautiful. Maybe their friend has body features they don't have. They're like, oh, you're more beautiful than I am, or this person is more smarter than I. Trust me, it's within that four walls of your school. When you get out there, you see that life is not measured by all distance. To be honest,
and they appreciate uniqueness.
Yeah,
They appreciate
honestly.
uniqueness. So like that's why you have to look at yourself, you know.
Feel confident. Look for something you are good at. Look for something, because if you don't like yourself, that's the first solution to all this. You have to accept yourself firstly. You have to like yourself, because if you don't like yourself, how do you expect another person to like what you don't like? Like, it doesn't make sense. So you have to like yourself and accept yourself. What is that thing in yourself that you know you are good at? Do it, and do it confidently. And something I've learned also is that you don't have to feel confident to be confident. You can fake confidence. People don't know. They don't write it on your face. This is fake confidence. Of course, if you carry yourself well and you're confident about it well, right now you don't know if we're shy or we're shaking, because we are showing that we're confident. You get. So you can also show it, fake it if less. I know sometimes your parents, your teachers can even be the ones that are fostering this low self-esteem, because they say, oh, where is that smart kid? Where is the dull kid? They just give you all these name tags. But if you're a Christian, you won't have an advantage. God is not calling you a dull person. God is not calling you ugly. All these names that people, name tags, negative name tags, God is not calling you any of this. I pray God will help you and help you to feel more confident.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
So I have a question. Do you think that teenagers should be on social media? Or at what stage do you think? Because now we see 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 4-year-old, 3-year-old doing social media trend and all of these things. So what do you think? I just want your opinion. What do you think, or at what point do you think that parents, in case any parents is watching this, parents should introduce children to social media?
At what point?
Yeah.
Well, I think as far to be honest, social media has its benefits, but it also has a lot of disadvantages as well. And you know, far back, I remember wanting to always press my parents' phone.
I mean, social media was not really a thing that time. When they did TikTok trend, I don't think so.
But there was like, they were also like to go. I don't know.
Yes, but not TikTok trend.
Yeah, not TikTok trends, but like, you know, Facebook, there was not trends, but you're kind of a big girl or big boy. Like if you're using Facebook and you have a phone.
Is it Facebook or to go? Yeah, every teacher, all of them enjoy Facebook and to go. Mm-hmm.
Well, I never used to go, Sha.
Me too. I didn't used to go
because I was not really
parents
a big
not
girl. Exactly. It was Facebook safe. So anyway, I don't think at an early stage you should use social media, you know, but I think it should be balanced. I don't think that you should not use social media at all, right? But I think you should focus more on your books and learning in general, because while you can learn on social media, quite all right, you know, it has more disadvantages in the fact that you are more likely to lean to those things that excites you, you know, those like funny jokes or things like that. Like you're not going to just be scrolling on something boring like, oh, I don't know, like, oh, this is how to use some technology.
Affect your brain, sir.
Yeah, it can affect your brain. and impact
I
your brain
agree.
very negatively. So your attention span will be reduced. Basically, you will become dumb.
Honest, my opinion is if I ask you who are you and you cannot give me a description of who you are not ready for social media. Even though you are an adult, you are not ready. You are not ready for social media because social media can paint a picture of who you are not, and you are going to accept this for yourself. Social media will paint that picture on you. So if you don't know who you are, you still feel insecure on about yourself, then I think you should not use social media yet. That's what me I feel, to be honest. And if it's at what age, there's no specific age.
Yeah.
If whatever age you know that, I mean, of course I'm not going to buy the phone for you. This depends with you and your parents, but this is just my opinion, our opinion. If you don't know who you are yet, please, if any parent is watching this, if you've not taught your child to know who they are, please don't give them a phone yet. I think that's what I just feel, unless you guide them to find the pages of people that can teach them who they are. Yeah. That's what I just feel. And lastly, let's talk about boyfriend and girlfriend, because this is what teenagers are up about. In my secondary school, we call them chums. I don't know where that name came from. Chums. Having a boyfriend or a girlfriend as a teenager. What's your opinion?
Well, my opinion is, again, that's not the time, right? I mean, that's not the time to be having boyfriend and girlfriend. Yes, of course, you may find people you like, your hormones are doing you like.
Most times it's just emotional.
Yes.
Emotional rush.
Emotional rush. And the thing, as a teenager, I felt like I knew everything.
Really?
Yes. Did I feel like, looking back, yes, I was still right in quotes.
So did you have a boyfriend when you were a teenager?
No.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that to some people, they may feel like, oh, I know this, I know that, I'm smart, like I feel ready enough. But, I think you should question that, because that's how a lot of people feel, in general, it's just not the right time, because your brain is not even fully developed.
Yes, do you get it?
So you are still growing. You are still growing. You still have a life ahead of you. You still need to fully know yourself. And just that phase may not be enough for you to fully get to explore and know yourself.
Yeah.
So you need to, the more single you are, the better, relationship and marriage will be. So because you know what you want, you know how to avoid, lapses. Because in every relationship, there'll be challenges that you face. Not just the love part. And there's a lot of things that you need to know. And you may just not know it because your perception is still very narrow.
Most likely not going to know it.
Yeah. And even if you think you know, question it again and question it.
Yeah.
So that's just the advice also.
I agree. First of all, I don't subscribe to the fact that you should just date for fun if you don't have marriage in view. And as a teenager, I don't know, maybe some countries, but I don't see why you should have marriage in view at that very early point or stage of your life. There are more things to do. There are a lot of things. I don't even believe you, even if you know who you are, you might not know who you are very, very well. Your likes and dislikes, you might not know all these things. You can't
even get to know who you are. So, like, the more, you stay single, the better it is, actually.
It can even be hard for people that are at marriageable age, in quotes, maybe from your 20s. It can still be hard to, in the course of your relationship or everything, talk more of a teenager. I just feel like there's a lot of things to do. A whole lot of things to do than doing. What will both of you be doing? Tell me. Of course. Well, if you have a boyfriend as a teenager, what are both of you doing? I want to understand. Just calling, hello, how are you? Do you sleep well? I mean, I'm not disputing the fact that it's possible for you to like somebody in your teenage age and maybe you guys get married when you are like 20 something or maybe 19. It's possible. I mean, life can happen like that. But don't just restrict yourself. Don't put yourself in a box of relationship. This is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, and I cannot do any other thing. I just feel it's not necessary at that point of your life.
Yeah.
From the way I see it, I don't think it's necessary at that point of your life. Okay, I think we've come to the end of this video. Last word. You have a teenager watching you right now. What advice or what thing do you want to tell the teenager? Or let's do it this way. What advice would you give to your teenage self? Teenage Demi.
To learn more extracurricular activities, not just good grades, right? Because if I knew that everything that I'm learning at that point would take me this far, right, I would probably even learn more things. I would do my best, learn music, learn technology. I think I was even learning how to code from secondary school. And these are like very useful skills. Learn skills, learn pottery, learn bead making, learn how to do.
Don't confine yourself to chemistry, physics, and biology.
Yes, like don't confine yourself to just grades.
Or economics.
Yeah. So I think that's one major thing I would tell myself, to just learn more.
Learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
What will I tell my teenage self? Interesting. Now that you spoke about learn more things. I feel, because in secondary school I wanted to learn music. I wish I could play music instrument. I wanted to learn violin. I started learning, but I dropped it along the way. I'm just going to tell my teenage self, I think it's going to be in the same line, to learn everything you have to learn. And I'm also going to tell my teenage self, you are not boring. You are learning at this stage of your life. Whatever you are growing into at this stage of your life, you are actually going to need it. I'm also going to tell my teenage self to be more bold, to be bolder. I'm going to tell my teenage self to be more confident. I wish, there is no regret here, but something I can also tell somebody is, my teenage self rather, carry yourself more confidently, be more confident.
Yeah.
See yourself as who God sees you. You can do everything you put your hands to do. And I'm also going to tell my teenage self that you are going to blossom beautifully.
Yeah.
You're going to be a beautiful woman. You're going to blossom beautifully. I'm going to tell my teenage self not to overthink. Just calm down. Do what you have to do, work hard, and let God lead, guide, and direct your life. Okay, we've come to the end of today's video. We hope you learned one thing or two things or three things. And please share this video with somebody. Share this video with a teenager, a parent, or anybody you know that needs to hear this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
We hope to see you in my next. I hope to see you in my next video. Please like this video, share, subscribe, and subscribe. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great week if you're watching this during the week. Have a great weekend if you're watching this during the weekend. Bye.